Shalom. My hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast. We're so pleased that you have joined us today. I am your sister with the curly braids, Vicki Dillard, and I'm so pleased to be with you, beloved. You are tuned in now to our Black Primetime show. I have endeavored to be myself, and I have heard and learned from so many of you that you've said that you felt like that I've been a trailblazer these years with breaking news, my extreme support for Black society in America and by extension around the world, and doing my best to set a standard of being Black first and informing and inspiring and educating our people. And so for that, I'm so grateful that you've tuned in to our Black Primetime show, The Vicki Show, right here live on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people like you. I'm looking forward to our topic today. I'm going to be discussing a couple of things as it relates to the actress and comedian Amanda Seales. I want to tell you what she's done in response to my coverage of her recently, what I consider to be retaliation. But more importantly, I want to give you the latest on what's taken place with the anti-violence, anti-discrimination Asian bill that, guess what? It has cleared the House of Representatives. As some of you may already know, it's already cleared. It had already cleared the Senate. And now it's heading to Joe Biden's desk. I'm looking forward to us having that conversation here after I give you the update on Amanda Seales in just a moment. And I want to tell you why this is absolute treason to Black society. Big shout out to the V-Hive that's in the digital building. Big shout out to the V-Hive that's in the digital building family. As you come in, please come in giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like and share. I wanted to say shout out to our Fly Nubian Queen family on Facebook. Looks like somebody said that I'm frozen. Can you all see me? Facebook, let me know if you can see me real quick. I haven't done this in a long time live, even though my content is over there a lot. Can you all see me on Facebook, Fly Nubian Queen? Everybody else, please come on in giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like and share. We ask that you come in giving us the thumbs up, liking and sharing, because it makes it more likely that other folk will know that we're here. We get regular reports from other folk that tell us it's difficult for folks to find us, even when we're live. That really means we're shadow banned. So you already know that we've had other restrictions and censorship on some of the platforms in a while. So come on in giving us the thumbs up, like and share. Come on in giving us the thumbs up, like and share on the count of 3. For those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. Are you ready? On the count of 3, please hit the thumbs up button. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah, looks like it's giving me problems where I was trying to go live on Facebook, so I'm going to have to restart that at another time. All right, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Make sure that you share, would you? At the bottom of your screen, there should be a share button. At the bottom of your screen, there should be a share button. And if you copy the share button, you can paste it on your other social media platforms. Are you hearing me today? So it's very simple. At the bottom of your screen, if you touch the bottom of your screen, you should see a share button. Copy the share button. I don't care if it's 5 people that follow you, 2 people that follow you, 2,000, 200,000. Paste it there, post it there, and let everybody know. Tune in. Vicki's on live. And if you can email someone. If you can text it to someone, Let folks know that. Thank you so much for your patience while we do our Black housekeeping as we get ready to get started. I always remind folk that all of that matters because it makes it more likely that other folks know that we're here. And you all know that this is the way that we expand the reach and increase our voice. Are y'all hearing me today? That's the way we expand our reach and increase our voice. And if you all know, like I know, our voice matters. It's important. And watch this. When you share and like and post my clips, I see some of you all doing that all the time on different social media platforms. And I want to give you a big, huge thank you for doing that. What you need to understand is that when you do that, and elevate our voice, you strengthen the Black voice. When you make public and expand our voice, you strengthen it. You give us way more credibility in all of society when you do that. I've always said that it's our collective voice that makes us extraordinarily powerful. Are you all hearing me today? It's our collective voice that makes us extraordinarily powerful. Now, I'm getting ready to pull up for you some information and what I want to say is that today is really sort of today is really a sacred day, family, for two reasons. This took place this morning, so obviously it's breaking news. One of the other queens, Linus Crown, appears that she's already discussed this, but obviously this happened today. And I'm always I always like to cover certain breaking news, especially when it has an impact on us in Black society. So I still want to address and honor our dear brother, writer, comedian, and frankly, a legend in that realm, our brother Paul Mooney. He has passed. And so we want to honor our brother that has passed, our brother Paul Mooney. And I want to show you, I'm pulling this up now, this picture of him. Of course, many of you already know who he is, and some of you may not. And if you don't know who he is, this is a good time to get acquainted with who our Black legends and heroes are. And I'll tell you this much. You all know, here is our brother. Do you all see his picture? May he rest in power. Do you all see our beloved, beautiful, glorious brother? May he rest in power. Notice that when you find out that some entertainer in Hollywood passed, we'll often sometimes give them a shout out, and because they're Black, and of course we're Black first, we're about that life of prioritizing our own people. And let me tell y'all something. We prioritize our people because we're Black first, and we prioritize our people. We don't wait for white people to give us an official day on somebody's calendar to determine who we celebrate. See, this is part of the reprogramming the new Black media is trying to install and condition your mind. See, we're operating in our own world. We're operating as a Black nation within the nation of the United States. Similarly with the Jewish community, similarly with the Arab community, similarly with the Chinese community, even some Hispanic towns and blocks and areas. You know how when you go somewhere, you can barely go to a major city without there being, these prominent areas, a prominent Chinatown and all this kind of stuff. They have their own banks, their own schools, their own businesses, their own industries. They're really operating as a nation within the nation. That's what I'm saying, that this is what you and I can start to do now to operate as a nation within our own nation. And a part of that is we don't wait for white folk to tell us who we celebrate and who we don't. And so today is really a sacred day for two reasons. I wanted to start the show before I get into the meat of our show, which really this is a part of the meat of the show, unexpectedly, is our brother Paul Mooney. The reason why, in part, let me just say this quickly. Our brother Paul Mooney is known as a towering figure in the world of comedy on social criticism. Y'all need to hear this. On social criticism, he brought, a sharp eye and a sharper humor to the subject of race relations. never better than in his collaborations with Richard Pryor. He died today after suffering a heart attack at the age of 79. It talks about how his death was announced by his cousin, Rudy Ely. And it goes on to say that he died at his home in Oakland, California. He talks about how he portrayed the singer Sam Cooke in the 1978's The Buddy Holly story. He was in Spike Lee's Bamboozle and a number of other appearances in TV series and specials, such as The Richard Pryor Show, The Larry Sanders Show, and it says more recently here, Chappelle's Show. So why am I emphasizing our dear brother? Paul Mooney, unlike some of your other Holly weird stars. Somebody talk black to me. Our brother Paul Mooney, I said, unlike some of your Holly weird stars, he, on many occasions, used his craft not to be a buffoon. And of course, he makes jokes. And because of his brilliance, he helped with Richard Pryor and others, because he was a genius at that, as a writer also, as well as an individual comedian himself. But our brother spoke truth to power to this white supremacist system. He used his gift. He used his craft in that manner. Are y'all hearing me today? And frankly, I used to see him very active on Twitter. By the way, follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. My name is spelled Vicki. Some of you that say, oh, I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Instagram, I'm not on Facebook, family, we're alternative media. This is not the time for you to be thinking that you're cute because you ain't on social media. We don't have to rely on all of these different platforms, but this is a way for us to register our collective voice. And the more of you that are there, when we give calls to action, when we're trying to give politicians and the influential this work, when we're trying to push our narrative and our agenda, the way we overcome that is not because they're inviting us on Fox News and CNN and MSNBC. It's because we speak for ourselves using these different alternative methods, as well as some black platforms, as well as our own website like flynewbingqueen.com, which I from time to time tell you to be sure to subscribe to our flynewbingqueen.com. Our moderators are always putting our black social media link for blagenough.com. The moderators, give them a minute. You're going to see the link for blagenough.com. It's a play on the word black enough, but that's a owned and operated black social media site. So when folks are saying, what about black platforms? We are always pushing those here. But because you are here on these other traditional social media platforms, we're simply leveraging these other places until we become strong enough to completely, either go on our own or to rely less on some of these other platforms. See, there's a link in the chat right now, BLAGGENUF, blagenough.com. It's in the chat, family. So take a picture or click the link. Sign up today. That's a black social media. This is how we can connect in our world digitally. Why am I telling you, follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard, VICKI, Vicki X Dillard. Why do I say follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki? Because sometimes when stuff happens with one platform, you'll be updated when you connect on the other platform. And because you're already in the habit of doing that, guess what? We're making our voices heard on a number of different platforms. Are y'all hearing me today? Shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins, who had the foresight to start blagenough.com years ago. It kind of works in similar ways to Facebook, but it's blagenough.com. So join that today, okay? Thank you all for your kind words. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And those of you, we had an amazing show yesterday where I discussed Kevin Samuels, who was not too happy about me with the post that I did. And so I'll probably give you an update more on that later in the week because I was rushing. I was thinking I was going to run into another Fly Nubian Queen's time. So I wanted to show you and read to you what he actually said. So just know to be continued on that. I'm not going to go on and on about it, but nobody runs me. Some of you Negroes that have made Kevin Samuels into a sacred cow, this Negro ain't above criticism, especially with his brand new viral cell. It was nothing personal. My commentary when I am addressing someone or something is because of its adverse in many cases, or its profound effects on Black society. It's not personal. And so some of you males that are saying that women are just emotional, no, it's really you that's emotional, because it's you brothers that are in my comment section, y'all in my DMs, y'all are adding me all over the place. You guys are the one that's showing you're the ones that's really emotional. You're the ones that's showing that you probably have a little bit too much estrogen, which, as you all know that watch the Vicki show, you know that this is exactly planned by our open enemy. Did you all know that even through some of your materials that you drink out of and that you eat out of, some of your foods that you eat, some of the medicines and the things that you ingest, they make mischief. They tamper, brothers, with your hormones. They tamper, sisters, with your hormones. That's one of the ways that they control you. I'm not joking. I'm so serious. Y'all know Vicki goes deep when I get into those scientific talks and receipts and references that I give you. So some of you brothers that argue more than women, men never used to do all this extracurricular talk. Normally when men used to talk, y'all would come with the weight. It would be something powerful. Y'all would be doing power moves when the brothers used to talk. Now y'all just do a lot of gossiping. Y'all know I ain't talking about all you brothers. Y'all know I love my Black masculine men. Mwah. I love my Black masculine brothers. And I wish a biscuit would come against one. I wish a biscuit or a bussy would. Somebody talk Black to me. I said, let's get ready to be, just y'all hang out. Give me a little time this year to get some products and stuff together. We getting ready to get our t-shirts and stuff out there together. I wish a biscuit would. I wish a bussy would. Stop stealing. Thou shalt not steal. Y'all know I got all kinds of sayings and stuff. We got our stuff coming. I'm not waiting for nobody to put Vicki on. I'll put myself on. Talk Black to me. Just give your sister a little time. Thumbs up, family. I wish a biscuit or a bussy would. I love my Black masculine men. But brothers, you've got to understand that you know if me, your sister Vicki, who has had your back for years, you know if I'm a rider for you, then don't get in your feelings if I'm bringing attention to something or to someone that you love and you appreciate. You may not agree with everything that I'm saying, but don't come after me and don't talk crazy about me. Don't dog me. And for God's sake, I don't want to see no man caping for another man so hard that you're going to disrespect a whole woman. When that other person was born with the equipment that comes with men and can't garner up the energy and the power to act like one when it's time. Don't do me like that. Some of you brothers hurt me. I'm so serious. Some of you brothers, you really, really hurt me. And I know sisters, everything that they do is about exposing Black men's weaknesses. Y'all call them male haters, but you got your sister that rides for you on a regular basis, uses my voice day in and day out, and y'all coming for me for some little bussy? And again, when I use the word bussy, I call Roland Martin a bussy. Any man that works for white supremacy or that's doing damage to Black society, you, for me, get the bussy label. Now, other members of Black media, I'm not the one that coined that phrase, but other members of Black media, maybe their definition is different. But my bussy is someone that's not operating in their full masculinity. It's not about whether or not you're an official member of the LGBTQ community. I call Terry Crews a full-fledged bussy. High-density bussy. A high-density bussy because he's got the ultimate body. As they say, tall, 6 feet, 6-pack, more than 6 figures. And just as weak as water, let his white Hollywood official grab his package and sexually assault him while his woman was there. And he didn't lay that man out while the man was in the middle of committing a crime. Sexually assaulting him. You a bussy. I don't care how many muscles you got bulging out. Bussy. Bussy. High density bussy. And I'm exposing that because I'm letting you know that's a no-no. And I know we're in a society now where they tell you anything goes and y'all are taking your parenting skills from Gabriel Union. Let me leave that alone. Some of y'all are taking, by the way, for those of y'all that don't understand, this is the home of the hand claps and the gavel raps. I know some of your brothers, because your bussy juice was just spreading all over America, after I was talking about your woman hating Kevin Samuels and stuff. Y'all was sending me so many ridiculous messages. I'm talking about my phone, was beeping from everywhere, all just crazy messages and stuff from you all. Just lost your mind. I don't even think women are in America anymore because, God today, because the messages y'all was all emotional. Brothers, don't say the women emotional and they can't stand being corrected. It's y'all that's emotional. The way y'all reacted for Kevin Samuels, I haven't seen most of you brothers react that way for our brother Andrew Brown. Lord have mercy. I didn't see that level of outrage on any of the other subjects where I'm talking about some black woman or some black man or some black child that's been either destroyed or traumatized because of some white supremacist. Y'all didn't give me none of that kind of energy for that. So I thank God for Kevin Samuels. Make this a meme. Put it out there. Vicki said, thank God for Kevin Samuels. I thank God for Kevin Samuels because he has exposed the weaknesses in black society. Don't come telling me some of the stuff Kevin says is true and good. The white supremacists will admit that the sun shines. A white supremacist will admit that water is wet. Everybody will tell some level of truth. That doesn't mean you're going to go quote the person and treat that individual like priority. And besides, who cares about the truth you tell when the bad that you do undermines the truth or the good that folks are claiming that you do? And let me tell you something while I'm on the subject, brothers. I wasn't even trying to go here today, but Spirit must want me to tell you this. If your women, which that's not you, we're women. We're women. We're the women. We're the feminines. Don't be taking Gabrielle Union's parenting skills. Dwight, what's her husband name? Dwight? D-Wade, rather. D-Wade. Don't be taking D-Wade's parenting skills. They'll lead you astray, honey. I'm going to leave that right there. If you find this many women that tells you that hurts, not I don't want to hear that truth, even though certain truths are uncomfortable. But when they say, ooh, that stings. When they say that hurts, when your woman who is often more sensitive to spirit than you, and many of you brothers that don't hate women know that when you've listened to the woman that's aligned in your life, her intuition, her spirituality, more often than not, is a lot of times it's on point. When that woman is telling you something's not right, is something wrong with the man when you don't even consider that she says something's the matter here. When you don't even give serious consideration, when you sit there and say, no, you just don't like the truth, you are calling us a liar. You are treating us exactly like Kevin Samuels said when I played you the clip, when he said that the woman needs to come to the man like a puppy. He says, just like a puppy. When you get home from work, the puppy is waiting at the door. I'm so glad to see you. He says she needs to act like a puppy or a child. When the woman says, ooh, that stings. When we heard him say in an interview that black women are universally unattractive, we're ugly, and he says in all categories universally, and we say, ooh, that hurts. When I played you the video of him calling a black woman, you fat ass broad, you sassy broad, she told him she was fat and she didn't want to reveal how much she weighed. That's when he called her out a name. Then he played a jingle that says, B-I-T-C-H, don't mess with my energy. And you guys say, so what? When I played you the clip of him asking another man how big is his eggplant, his package. And you guys say, so what? See, brothers, if you can overcome all of these different things to still see the good in what he says, why can't you give that same consideration to your woman that says something's wrong? This is not about dogging individual Kevin Samuels. And then when you Negroes come to me and say, but so many women call in, you know what I heard a man say? Minister Farrakhan said this. I believe his teacher may have said this to him. I didn't say I said it. This is a word for the black manosphere, whatever y'all call yourself out there. I said a man said this. Not Vicki. A man said what I'm about to tell you. That there's no such thing as a no good woman. But every no good woman was made that way by a no good man. I didn't say it. I said a man said it. When you come to me and you say, Vicki, you just don't like hard truths, and I cape for black men more than a lot of other black men do, you're disrespecting me. And you're not showing respect for all the other days and times that I've done my best to love you, even at a distance. When other high-profile black women, Angela Rye, Jamil Hill, y'all help me name it. I done forgot some of the League of Mammies I done went after. Tamika Mallory, Amanda Seals. The list is so long. Do y'all know how many of these folks block me, can't stand me, because of the way I stand for y'all? You don't have to agree, but why are you going on social media talking about my braids, talking about the weave? She got a wig is what y'all say. She too much with that gavel. And the people that you listen to that are black men, they're on there putting all kinds of music to their commentary. They put all kinds of annoying other voices. They themselves, God today, the people that you all listen to while you talking about me, the brothers that y'all giving all this play to, they are visual terrorists. When we look at some of them, we can smell something through the screens. They are visual, optic terrorists. And you're on their platforms talking about how women look. God, today. That lets you know, bro, you got look too much estrogen in your diet. You gotta let you know then, brothers, you gotta say, oh, why am I acting unmanly? You gotta say something that the enemy did this. Brothers, just blame it on the white man, because they probably did it for real. They done snuck up something on you and you didn't know it, brothers. I be trying to give y'all outs, brothers, but when you fight against me, you on your own. I be trying to cape for you, trying to defend you, trying to explain how the enemy for real is making warfare against you, but then y'all turn around and openly war against me, and then you trying to make me look crazy. Now, you know how some of the women saying, see, Vicki, that's what you get for caping for them. Some of the sisters, the few comments that I saw on other platforms, you know what some of the sisters were saying, well, maybe now she'll stop riding so hard for them. They saying now Vicki's finally waking up. That's what some of the sisters are saying. Y'all play too much. Let me get on with it. Get on. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. I know it's midweek, family. We always believe at the right time, the right people will hear this broadcast. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't, please hit the thumbs up button. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Yeah, I was reading some of y'all's stuff. I was just like, these brothers are really saying it. And some of the comments said, I love Vicki, but she needs to stay in her lane. I love Vicki, but she should stay out of this. I love Vicki. She's usually my girl. So why is she weighing in on this? That's Vicki with the one who have her hand in her hair. Y'all saying this on somebody's platform who scares me every time I have to look. I be trying to look at half the screen. So I don't even have to look at but y'all want to talk about our looks. Brothers, y'all got to cut that out. Men don't do that. Y'all know how I had the saying, black people don't do that? No, men don't do that. Most men don't want to be seen as protecting for some other man that go around asking men how big is their package. Some brothers try to run from that. Now let me get on. Again, what am I talking about? I'm doing my shout out to brother Paul Mooney. Let me hurry up. Copy disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This is our brother. Just a brief clip that was on Twitter. Oh, let's get our sound together. I don't know what happened here. While I'm doing this, family, give us the thumbs up, share, 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 share. Share, 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 family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. By the way, it's Wednesday night, and this is the night for clubvicki.com. That's when I do my weekly spiritual mastermind. You can join today for only $1 at clubvicki.com. clubvicki.com. I promise you, your life will never be the same. If you feel like you have invisible blockages, you feel like that you're doing everything right, if you want to have a greater sense of purpose or understanding the invisible world, you want to sign up today. clubvicki.com. clubvicki.com.
White folks love you when you're scared. White folks love you when you're scared. There's only two colored black people in America today. You either running free or you running scared. How you running? White folks love you when you're scared. There's only two colored black people in America today. You either running free or you running scared. How you running?
Paul Mooney, may he rest in power. And the reason today, and I'm getting ready to get into the rest of my commentary in just a moment. The other reason today is such a sacred day. Does anybody know where I'm going with this? The reason why today is also a sacred day is because of who? He was once labeled as our black manhood. That's, of course, a brother said that, I believe, at his funeral. As a black man, I heard a black man say that he considered Malcolm X, yes, to be his black manhood. And it's interesting. I was hours ago when I was on Twitter, Professor Black Truth did a commemoration for Malcolm X. He said, today is Malcolm X Day. We commemorate the day when one of our greatest was born. He says, what do you value most about him? So I tweeted this morning about what I value most about our brother, Malcolm X. I tweeted that his spiritual energy, warrior for his people, and an intelligence that can't be gainsaid, and his magnetic swag. Gainsaid. His spiritual energy, his warrior, being a warrior for his people, his intelligence that can't be gainsaid, and his magnetic swag. So for those of you who didn't know that this is for Black society, Malcolm X Day, his born day. And so we honor him on this day. We honor him not just in words, but in deed. And I must let you know If Malcolm, our brother Malcolm, was physically still here, who do you all think he would be rocking with? Tell the truth, shame the devil. Do you guys really believe for 1 second that Malcolm X would be riding with the modern Bones and Biscuits? You think he would be high-fiving with Roland Martin and Joy Reid and them? Tell the truth. Or do you believe he would be rocking with us? That should tell you something right there. Not people who, if he were alive, would still be denouncing him and distancing themselves. Tell the truth. Which one of us are truth tellers connected to the Black grassroots, uncompromising, have no tolerance for white supremacy, and is about that Black life, building a new reality, a reality of Black self-determination, Black liberty, Black power? It wouldn't be with the Reverend Al Sharptons. I can assure you that. Somebody said, hit the gavel. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. We honor these two men today, and I just wanted to make sure that I discuss them before I get into the meat of the show. Now, for those of you that missed my previous show on Amanda Seales, make sure that you check it out later. I did a show on her just a few days back, right? Well, honestly, I've done several shows on Amanda Seales over the years. And the reason I've done shows on Amanda Seales is not because she and I simply differ politically or socially. I did shows on Amanda Seales because I wasn't really familiar with who this lady was. But when I came to know who she was, and I kept seeing her name pop up in different places on social media, and I began to look into who she is, I became very disturbed when I paid attention to her pattern and how she moved. And so what I mean by that is I played you all a clip where Amanda Seales would just lash out specifically at Black men all the time. She was calling Black men homophobic, all kinds of stuff. And so she's obviously has had some bad experiences with men. I'm not saying that all of it was her fault, because maybe she did, have, some terrible men that she was in relationships with. Notwithstanding, I was shocked and surprised and stunned by how she was using her large platform, I believe, to unfairly go after certain men. So she was lashing out against this Black man and about Black men in general, frankly. And she went so far, y'all, as to say on social media that it's not going to be a white person that would kill her or take her out. She said it's going to be a brother. Her words, not mine. And when I saw that, I said, wait, whoa. What Black woman, no matter how mad you are with your own Black family, would tell lily white racist America that you have so much more trust and faith in white America? You say out loud that it's not going to be somebody white to take you out. It's going to be a Black man. I just could not believe that this Black woman, no matter how many bad experiences you had with a brother, why would you use your large platform to demonize every Black man that you know, and saying something so positive about the greatest murderer, liar, tormentor, and terrorist on the planet? And that's these white supremacists. You literally said out of your mouth, it's not going to be anybody white to take you out. You said it's going to be a brother. I said, this girl got to get this work. You a full-fledged white supremacist prostitute. Then, a different time, she was on the Breakfast Club. She was on the Breakfast Club and she said some disparaging things about the former, I believe he was an NFL player. He's now Dr. Myron Rolle. She went on the Breakfast Club. Now, I was just tripping because Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee and them, nobody stopped her from slandering this man. We could tell when she was talking that she was making up what appeared to be clear lies, as if this man was basically sexually harassing other women or mistreating other women. She was on there gossiping, talking about DMs she got from other folk, and she was slandering this man's name. Dr. Myron Rowe. I did a show on that. And she later seemed to kind of try to walk that back, but it was, we busted her and made it, and just, it was so clear that it was clear she was lying, and she just felt rejected because the man apparently didn't return her calls. So because she was rejected, and that's my personal opinion based on what she said, belief and information that I shared with you guys at that time, I feel like, girl, because this man didn't want you. This man did not want you. He did not return your little text. And you felt like because you Amanda Seals, that this former NFL player, doctor, was just supposed to bow down to you. He hurt your little feelings. And so you tried to, in my opinion, destroy this man's career. And then she ended up having to, I guess, kind of try to call herself walking it back. I don't know if somebody scared her funny looking self with a defamation suit or something. I don't know. But we busted her for that. Then how many of you all remember when we were all bringing attention to, what's his name? Rodney Reed. Y'all remember this brother named Rodney Reed? Black man. We were all giving attention. Folks were protesting, activists, everybody. We were doing everything we can to give attention for this man named Rodney Reed, who was getting ready to be executed. He was on death row. And Amanda Seals come out once again, lying. She was pulling out misinformation on the man. She was mixing up facts, putting in lies, and she used her platform, y'all, that went viral while we were trying to wait for a Republican parole board, mostly in a Republican state, to have mercy on this man and not kill him, because the evidence was out there that made it clear that he did not kill commit this murder. Amanda was out there slandering the man and pulling up stuff that was just lies or misinformation. Okay, we busted her on that, right? So she has a track record of doing great damage to Black society. So she'll say something pro-Black on the one hand, and then on the next hand, she just do great damage with her funny looking self. So Amanda Seals wasn't too happy with me. So she and I, this was some time back, she and I kind of was going back and forth. No, kind of, we were both going back and forth. Let me just tell y'all the truth. This was some time ago. Amanda and I was going back and forth, believe it or not, on Tamika Mallory's page. Let me just tell the truth. Forget it. I ain't covering no more lawn members. I don't have to be ugly, but I'm not going to be helping lie for people that they don't care nothing about me or our people. When people make it clear that they don't give a S about me, honey, okay. Okay. That was Tamika's words, not mine. Now watch this. So the truth is, me and Amanda was going back and forth, and I was exposing her for her anti-Black stance. And so Amanda Seals said, well, Vicki, everybody can't be perfect like you. Of course, she was being funny. Honey, you can't nobody humiliate me about my past, especially because my past has to do with white supremacist America that tried to target me because I was busting America. And I was in the belly of the beast because it's injustice, white supremacist system. And can't nobody humiliate Vicki. I wear that like a badge of honor because I know what that was about, baby. And I know the wisdom and the power that came to me through that process. Talk Black to me. I see a few of y'all coming on in. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I know it's Wednesday. I always believe at the right time, the right people will hear this broadcast. So make sure that you keep liking, sharing, and subscribing to let folks know that we're here. Watch this. Watch this. So I'm just giving y'all the background scoop. Amanda did a whole bunch of other trifling stuff too, but these are just some of the things that stick out in my mind, okay? So she did a bunch of other little trifling things that I exposed. And I was trying to do it respectfully, but she's terrible. So she and I was going back and forth on Tamika Mallory's page. And Tamika in my opinion, through her actions, made it clear she stood with Amanda Seals. Child, them ladies don't like me. Okay? Somebody asked me one time something along the lines of, Vicki, what would it take, do you think, to make, to get them to accept me in those groups? If I was D1, Democrat first, child, they would love me. Them things can't stand me. Some of them ladies can't stand a black man. That's one of the main reasons they can't stand my funny looking self, in their opinion. And I'm not sitting up there telling nobody to vote for nothing. And I ain't about that white supremacist life, high-fiving the white supremacists when I know they playing games. I'm black first. Anyway, I digress. Thumbs up, share, fam. So anyway, me and Amanda was going back and forth. And like I said, in my opinion, Tamika made it clear through her actions that she stood with Amanda Seals. So we were done going back and forth. And it really wasn't no argument because Amanda didn't have any facts to combat the facts I put out there on her. So that's why she came back with, well, Vicki, everybody can't be as perfect as you. That she said something to that effect. She never addressed the specific things that I said about her. Because I don't run my mouth to slander nobody, to dog nobody. I call out people that are caping for white supremacists and dogging out people. That's when you get the work. So anyway, Amanda, when it was time, when we were when the elections, we were preparing for the election, right? Joe Biden, y'all know, won the Democratic nomination, so now it's between him and Trump. September last year, and of course leading up to that, even before then, Amanda and black people like her, remember all last year they was putting pressure on us to vote. They was telling us to shut up. They don't want to hear nothing about all the stuff that we're talking about, our demands. So Amanda Seals, September last year, y'all, Amanda put out there and posted right before the November election. Amanda, y'all listen. Amanda posted, and I read y'all word for word what she said. She said that she did not want to hear any more about reparations or a black agenda. She said a few other things, but those were a top few things that she said. Watch this. Let me just get it right. Watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Here it is. This is her words exactly. I don't want to hear no more ish. She said the word. She wrote out the word. She says, I don't want to hear no more ish about reparations, black agenda, Kamala as AG, the 94 crime bill. We got to get focused on the now. She put the orange for the orange man, Donald Trump, out of here. Hashtag vote for us. Amanda said just before the elections to black people. This is how you know how powerful we are as the black grassroots. Because see, Reverend Al Sharpton and Joy Reid wasn't talking about no black agenda and no reparations. And Kamala Harris's terrible anti-black, lock them up prosecutorial track record. Who was talking about that? Us. Somebody say just us. But our power and us controlling the narrative was so persuasive, so powerful, and quite frankly, omnipotent. Our talking points was all over the place. So they were feeling, when I say they, I'm talking about the fake black conscious controlled opposition group, the fake black media folk, all of them people to which Amanda is a part. They was upset with us because they was mad, number one, that we were making so many waves. The hashtag that came from black media, cut the check and so forth. All of that, you were hearing presidential candidates literally quote black media. Literally, they were quoting black media. So it was so powerful. Amanda, just before, I'm reading you her words. These aren't Vicki's words. Amanda literally put out, I don't want to hear no more ish, she said the word, about reparations. That's the first thing. Black agenda, Kamala as AG, the 94 crime bill. They were telling us, just get Trump out. Your little needs can wait. They told us this is, see, y'all know how these kind of types try to tell you how white folks are trying to censor you and silence us? No, baby. Amanda and them, they were trying to silence us. This is them literally black folk. So when you all say, well, Vicki, is she attacking black people? She's doing this to attack black people. What? When black people act like white people's black people, you gonna get this word. When you are behaving like a white supremacist, no matter your color, I'm gonna call you out. The process of the separation of the wheat and the tares has to take place within and without somebody black talk black to me. I ain't trying to go to the promised land with you promised land rejects. God didn't even want all y'all in the promised land. The principle of the Most High said he was trying to get rid of y'all fools. What we want you in the promised land for? You just gonna take your white supremacist mindset into the promised land and infect the promised land. So no, don't come to me talking about attacking black people. I don't see you as one of us. You white supremacists plaything. My point is, don't tell me how white folks are trying to censor us and shut us up when Amanda Seals literally says, and I quote, I don't want to hear no more ish about reparations, black agenda, Kamala as AG, the 94 crime bill. We got to get focused and get orange out of here. That's literally black looking people silencing us. Simone Sanders told black men way before the vote. Remember what she said? She said she is tired of hearing the unsolicited opinion of black men. That's Simone Sanders. Talk black to me. There you go. So I gave Samantha a lot of work, a lot of well-deserved work. Watch this. So y'all know a few days ago I did a show on Amanda because Amanda gonna come out. Amanda was mad at Kamala Harris when Kamala Harris, y'all remember when this came out? Family, don't forget to join my clubvicki.com. Join clubvicki.com today. My weekly mastermind is Wednesday night. I'm going to be live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. Clubvicki.com. Join for $1. Where I'm going to be breaking down an exciting spiritual principle today. Family, we talk about all kinds of stuff. And I give you spiritual insight on different things. And you meditate on it and incorporate some of these principles in your life. Some of the things that we've discussed, for example, in the past is your spiritual force field, your spiritual magnetic field. One of the things that I showed folks is the principle of Joseph. And I explained and gave them specific examples, not only spiritual examples, but also giving examples of my own life on even when I was in the belly of the beast, how the extent of my power was still at work, even as an inmate, as a prisoner. And the principle of Joseph, it was written, it said in scripture that even when Joseph was in captivity, he was still a prosperous man. When Joseph was accused of a crime that he didn't commit after being in captivity, even when he was locked up in an actual prison, it says that the Lord was with him and he still prospered in every place that he was in. I get into the weeds of what that looked like. And one of the things it said is that because of Joseph, y'all play too much, that everything that was on that belonged to Potiphar. Potiphar was the name of his original captor. That was a man that bought him initially before he was thrown into prison. But Potiphar, it says Potiphar's house was blessed because of Joseph. It says that Potiphar's home was blessed, his business, his field was blessed, not because Potiphar had it going on. You guys got to understand. I know this about myself. Y'all play too much. People that are connected to me, y'all play too much. Some of the blessings that other people get has nothing to do with them. Y'all play too much. And when they understand that you're indispensable and that with you comes the blessing, they get blessed. Sometimes opportunities, resources, and influence that they experience is because of their connection to you. So when people respect you, when people honor you, even when you think that they should be destroyed and be no more, y'all play too much. That's the kind of stuff we get into at clubvicki.com. You might want to join today for $1. That's cheap. After that, it's real inexpensive, the monthly rate after that. And if you're too cheap to spend $1 for the first 30 days and the little inexpensive amount thereafter, then just keep your $2, $3, $4, $5, and $6, and $7. Talk black to me, clubvicki.com. Let me get on. So Amanda, watch this. Amanda came out and said she was real mad, pretend mad, when Kamala Harris came out. Today. Y'all remember when Kamala came out and said this lie?
I believe
thumbs up, family. Share, 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 share. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, I lost my place. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, so Amanda Seals got real mad at Kamala. Y'all remember that? So keep in mind now that Amanda told us what? To shut up about reparations. Shut up about a black agenda. Didn't she tell us to shut up? So after Amanda tells us to shut up, Kamala did this.
Well, no, I don't think. I believe that we need to address. Well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country, but we also do have to speak truth about the history of racism in our country and its existence today. And I believe that we need to address. Well, first of all, no, I don't think America is a racist country, but we also do have to speak truth about the history of racism in our country and its.
Now listen to this. So after Kamala said that madness, Amanda Seals did a video on Instagram, and I played it to you guys. I played it for you guys, and Amanda comes out and says, Amanda, who told us to vote for them, remember? Amanda, who literally cussed out black folk and said she don't want to hear nothing about reparations, 94 crime bill, Kamala is AG, nothing about black agenda, remember? She said that this was dumb and embarrassing, what Kamala said. And she said that Kamala embarrassed the people that voted for her. She said some other words, something along the lines of, it also basically gave credence to folks like us, those of us that told the world that Kamala was scamala. Y'all play too much. Those of us that told the world that Kamala was a turncoat. Those of us that told you in advance that not only is Joe Biden a white supremacist, we told you that Kamala is one too. We told y'all wasn't gonna get nothing. You black women and you Aunt Jemimas was out there twitching and twirling talking about black girl magic. Y'all were out there attacking black men, telling them to shut up. One little juicy, we're just gonna call it juicy. One juicy Aunt Jemima who goes by Professor Crump on Twitter. She out there. She's a contributor on MSNBC. Just a juicy black female professor. Ain't Jemima. She's a juicy, ain't Jemima. We're gonna be respectful. So she was a juicy, fluffy, ain't Jemima. She comes out talking, throwing out how basically black women, how back in the day, black women, when their husbands was voting for the opposition, how black women were withholding sex from their husbands. So that black woman professor put that out there as if that's a strategy that black women need to do, as if black women needed to close their legs and withhold sex from their husband. So I just told her respectfully, I told the little juicy lady, I said, ma'am, what did we say, family? Somebody tell me what did I tell Professor Crunk on Twitter? What did I tell that juicy professor? What did I tell her? We didn't disrespect her. Does anybody remember the word that we used? We told her to focus. Didn't we tell her to focus? Did we tell her to focus? We told sister she needs to focus. We said we weren't finna dog out people because I know what it means to get the weight off. I'm a girl from Mississippi. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, Share. Listen. So this juicy Aunt Jemima was sitting out here trying to destroy black marriages by basically telling black women, punish your husband if they don't vote Democrat by withholding sex. Lady, you are not even in a marriage. You probably don't even have a man. We don't want you destroying black marriages by putting it out there, Professor. So this is how crazy some of these black women were, all for white supremacy. All of this was for Joe Biden. All of this was for their political zaddies. So I was disgusted. So Amanda has the nerve to act like she was mad at Kamala and say what? That Kamala embarrassed them. The reason she said that, y'all, is because Kamala said that, it proved, without there being any gray areas, that we were right about Kamala, because Kamala denied that America was a white supremacist country, that America was a racist country. So Amanda knew this about Kamala, but she was mad that Kamala said it out loud because it made her, Charlemagne, Tamika Mallory, Joy Reid, Al Sharpton, NAACP, Urban League, all of these different kind of people that was telling us to vote, and they was dogging those of us that were saying don't vote unless you get reparations. It made them look bad, and it proved us right. That's why she was mad at Kamala. So because I broke that down and I explained that Amanda Seales had no right to pretend like she was mad, Amanda was so mad, y'all was giving her so much work. Y'all know I never go and comment on this woman stuff. She was so mad. I was being sent screenshots where she was posting about how she was trying to defend herself because y'all were giving her so much work. Y'all were giving this lady so much work, and y'all know there are trolls everywhere. So, I don't believe in people cussing people out and calling out their name. The other side, they do all that kind of stuff. See, it's Amanda Seales that cussed us out and said she don't want to hear SHIT. It was Tamika Mallory that said that she don't give a S, about people like me and stuff. So that's them that cuss people out. I tell y'all, don't cuss people out, right? I tell y'all, you can take them out just with your facts. Watch this. Y'all were giving them so much work. Somebody was telling me she was having a meltdown, and they wanted me to look at the link they sent me, because I don't go to her page unless I have to do research and show y'all something. Same way I don't go to Rollins and all that kind of stuff, or none of these other folks. It's got to be a reason if I've got to do research or something. So somebody sent me the link, and this is a pretty powerful brother who sent me the information. And so I said, brother, I can't see I can't see the link you sent me. I won't say his name because y'all will know him. He said she's having a meltdown. And I was like, who? What's going on? He thinking I can see the link. I said, bro, I can't see the link. he sent me a bunch of screenshots. I said, oh my God, what is she going crazy on this social media for? After I did my show, y'all was giving her so much work. I tried to click the link. Woo! Y'all tell me congratulations. Do y'all know what this means? She blocked me. What y'all tell that lady? This is just between a couple. It's just a couple of us in the room. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Just between us. What did y'all tell that lady? Y'all, I had access because I was showing y'all clips from her page live. So just a little bit after the show, I was using her page for one of the video clips. What y'all was over there doing? I ain't gonna tell nobody. It's just us. It's just us talking. It's just me and you talking. It's just one-on-one. What did y'all go over there and tell that lady? I was sent screenshots. Amanda Seals lost her mind. I said, Lord Jesus. I was using her page live. I had all access to the Instagram page. Instagram. Y'all, the brother messaged me talking about she is having a meltdown trying to defend herself. I said, what did you talking about? And I clicked. I said, I can't. Y'all know I can't look at all these things that everybody send me because there's too many things that come to me in too many places. So y'all know this was a high profile brother that sent me this information and the brother I trust. So I said, he said, this girl is having a meltdown. I clicked, child. Y'all got Amanda mad at me now. Y'all know all them shows I did about her before. She and I actually, Amanda and I actually got into, me and her was going back and forth on social media. Look, y'all got that girl blocking me. Why y'all do this? Why y'all do this? This y'all did this. Y'all got me. Y'all, how many people is it now? The MSNBC people blocked me. Who? Kamala people blocked me. Y'all, I can't remember. The 1619 lady blocked me. Roland blocked me. Tamika blocked me. The girl, Lovey, the lady named Lovey, the black lady writer, that one who was talking ugly about black folks and all that racist stuff about black people. I was giving her her friend to work, and her name must have came up in a tweet or something. She blocked me. Y'all, I don't forget the people that blocked me. So why y'all do that? Meghan McCain, yes. How could I forget Lane Bryant? Yeah, Lane Bryant. Duh. From The View. Meghan McCain from The View. Y'all know Meghan McCain blocked me on Instagram. Meghan McCain did that because of and this was so funny, y'all. The reason Meghan McCain blocked me, it had to do with my defense in part of Minister Farrakhan and Tamika Mallory. I was defending Tamika Mallory so strong, I was calling out Meghan McCain so hard for disrespecting Tamika that both of them blocked me. How did that happen? How does Tamika Mallory, the street politicians and stuff, how do they have something in common with the white supremacist Meghan McCain, the daughter of a war criminal? Ain't that something? I done forgot the other ones, y'all. Remind me, it's too many. The list is too long, family. So all of these little high-profile people worried about what's going on the Vicki show, right? So the brother, like I said, this is a powerful brother on social media. If I said his name, a lot of y'all would know him. He said, this lady, she having a nervous breakdown, posting responses. And I'm like, I just had access. I used her page live. Child, y'all done got me in trouble with this lady. This y'all fault, because the screenshots, because y'all was giving her that work with receipts. Y'all, they sent me screenshots. Watch this. Apparently she was reporting some of y'all. The griot, thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God, how did I forget the griot? A whole black publication blocked me on Twitter, y'all. Y'all remember who owns the griot? Somebody put the name of the black man who claims he does TV networks for black people. Put his name in the chat. Somebody already put it in there. Y'all make me sick. Y'all so smart. Yeah, it's Byron Allen. Yeah, look, I thought it was going to take y'all a minute. The name popped up even before I barely finished asking the question. Byron Allen. Byron Allen's the griot, y'all. The griot. That's a bussy publication anyway. That's a hating anti-black male publication. And they're not the only one. And y'all know they be watching the Vicki show. They watch the Vicki show, and I ain't gonna call out the other ones, but watch the topics that I do. And right after that, you'll see some of their writers. They won't quote me now, but they'll watch the Vicki show, and a couple of hours later, they putting out a piece on the very thing that we talking about. I'm talking about this is a pattern from them different ones. How did I forget that? Y'all, I can't remember all these people. It's too many. Too many. So all these different people in publications and different people, they can't, him too. Watch this. So y'all, the brother done sent me the link. I was like, what's wrong? Look, this me, y'all. Look, this me. He said, why this lady is having a nervous breakdown trying to defend herself. I was like, what is you talking about? Look, this me, y'all. The link don't work. Look, y'all, this me. Oh, it must be the wrong page. Y'all, I went to Google. I had to find her official thing. I said, oh my God. And I did it from there. And I keep trying to, I'm over and over and over and over, because I don't give my people misinformation on purpose. I do my due diligence as best as possible. And if I get something wrong, I make it right. And I tell you the truth. So I wasn't finna, I was like, it's the wrong tag. I'm hitting the wrong button. Y'all, I was beating the phone like this. It ain't working. Send me the screenshots. Child. I said, oh my gosh. Y'all, I was live using the lady's page live. Y'all did this. Y'all did this. Y'all play too much. Now I done messed up my phone. Let me get out of this app. I'm bamming on the thing. Here we go. Now let me get back. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Now let me get off of this real quick. Why y'all laughing at me? Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up. All this is y'all's fault. Because I was using the lady's page live. A few hours later, it was over. Brother said, she is having a nervous breakdown. You got this lady having a nervous breakdown. I said, Lord, the people. And he saw, y'all, I was reading y'all's things. Y'all was tearing that butt up. And looked like she was reporting some of y'all. Y'all be kind, but still give them the word. But don't cuss them out. Talk black to me. That way they don't block out y'all too. Share, family. My name is Vicki Dillard. For those of you that are tuning in, a very proud contributor here on FlyNewBeQueenTV.com. I'm typically live here 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on FlyNewBeQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people like you. Now I want to get into the next part of the show. It's been so much news lately, and family, I don't get to cover everything. So sometimes I try not to do too much. And if I see, for example, another queen is going to do a subject, I usually modify my topic instead of trying to do double talk. But then there are some topics that I want to weigh in on, because a lot of times you got to send me messages and say, I want to hear what you have to say about this. So I still discuss certain things, even though I try not to, be, repetitive and let someone else discuss it. But I do want to discuss this. Look what just happened. Y'all ready? I'm reading to you now from an NPR article. Some of you all heard about this. I told you a few days ago, y'all remember I did a show a few days ago on how this bill passed the Senate. But you all know it has to pass both the House of Representatives and the Senate, right? You all know that the Senate is pretty much 50-50 between the Republicans and the Democrats. But because Kamala is vice president, she has a vote also in the Senate. So she breaks any ties if there's an equal vote, right? So it's technically Democratic control, the Senate. You all know, like I know, that the Republicans and the Democrats can't agree on anything, right? Y'all know that Republicans and Democrats don't agree on nothing. So to have a Senate overwhelmingly, except for one vote, I believe it was, pass an Asian bill for Asian protections, you know that they must, something is up. Let me leave it like that for now. Well, guess what? The bill just passed the lower House of Representatives. Normally it goes through the House of Representatives first, then goes up to the Senate. But they both have passed it. Watch this. Breaking news. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Look at this, y'all. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Share. Share, family. Look at this. Look at this treason. Now, before y'all start saying, Vicki, why are you trying to say it's treason? What's wrong with making sure that Asians get a bill passed and get protections? The reason it's a problem is because we've been here. We built America. We created America. We maintain America. It's been 466 plus years, and you can't even pass the George Floyd Act that don't even have no real teeth in it. Congress can't even pass the lynching bill. Do you all know that Congress still hadn't passed the lynching bill? Congress has been allegedly, they've been trying to beg Congress to pass H.R. 40, which is not to get reparations. It's just to study it, and they can't successfully do that. So when people try to make it look like that black folks are hating on Asians, no. We're saying that you guys see members of their community as beneficial for white supremacy because you keep letting everybody else butt in line. Everybody else is getting tangibles. Now, before I get into this article, all of the street politicians told us, Al Sharpton told us, Joy Reid told us, Roland told us that we got to vote. They told us that we got to march, protest, right? Please send me the nonstop footage of the Asian community demonstrating and protesting and voting in large numbers that's comparative to ours based on their demographic. Please tell me the places and the spaces where they was in the streets protesting to get this bill that's headed to Joe Biden right now. I'm asking you guys, all the work that they say we, the children of the former slaves, they keep telling us all the work we got to do. Every time they murder one of us, what do the bootlicks tell us to do? Y'all should have voted. When they kill us, the bootlicks say, well, that's why y'all got to make sure it's black prosecutors. They tell us and they give us more work. They tell us if y'all had just voted more in this district, we could have had 2 more senators, 3 more senators, 6 more senators to overcome any resistance to make sure a bill passed. Every time they kill us, every time they murder us, every time they assault us, they say how it's our fault. We didn't do enough. I'm asking you guys, what protesting, demonstrations, or voting in the numbers that we vote did the Asians do? I'm waiting for y'all to school me. Please school me right now. Please tell me the places and spaces where the Asians came out and protest. Please show me footage right now. Somebody tell me the name of a website, an article, a person, a link. Right now, I'm going to be looking, or I'm going to have my top moderator to message me later with the information. I will correct the record. If you guys can show me the number of large protests that they were doing comparative to black folks to get this bill passed. Family, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Make sure that you go to flynubianqueen.com and register at our website, flynubianqueen.com. And join my weekly mastermind for tonight for $1 at clubvicky.com. Somebody just said, child, 000. Somebody else said, not in this lifetime. Somebody else said, not on this planet. Somebody said, never. Okay, I wanted y'all to correct me. Watch this. The House of Representatives passed a bill Tuesday, that was yesterday, y'all, to address the increase in hate crimes and violence against Asian Americans during the coronavirus pandemic. Watch this. Did y'all catch that? Y'all know I've discussed what the bill looked like before it passed the House of Representatives before. I don't think y'all understand how they bypassed us. It says they got this bill passed Tuesday, y'all, to address the increase in hate crimes and violence against Asian Americans during the coronavirus pandemic. Family, when did the pandemic happen? Are they talking about 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago? When did the pandemic happen, family? Somebody put it in the chat. I'm asking for a friend. When did the okay, thank you. Somebody just said last year. Y'all, nothing goes through Congress that fast for hardly anything. The only thing that's been passing is stuff that's related to the pandemic. In no time, y'all, the very next year. What does it say? Hate crimes and violence against Asian Americans during the coronavirus pandemic. Watch this. Clearing the legislation for President Biden to sign. Notice they didn't say that this was a bill to study for Asians to get protections. No study was required. Do you all remember I read you directly from the White House government's page, how they're getting ready to redirect millions and millions of dollars to the Asian community? So in addition to this bill, they are taking money, tens of millions of dollars, almost 50 million actually, for the Asian community. Those are additional tangibles. I told you guys a long time ago, didn't it? Before anybody else was telling you this, what did I tell you? I told you guys the reason they were trying to blame black folks for attacking Asians. I told y'all they up to something. I specifically told you guys that they're blaming black folks for attacking Asians so that it would look like they were being victimized and that they were being targeted so that they could get a bag. Didn't I tell y'all that? Y'all don't understand how politics works. Do you guys know that before politicians pass a bill or before they even introduce certain bills or before they even go public with certain bills, do you guys know that sometimes they meet with activists and they tell activists on the ground to stir up trouble? So when they tell the activists to stir up trouble on the ground and then they bring the media out there to cover it, it gives the impression, it starts to make the news. So it gives the impression that the public at large is angry about something. So when the politicians who had already planned on doing something for a particular group or for a particular interest group, when Congress gets ready to pass something for those individuals, Congress can get away with it because Congress can say, see, the people are demanding we do it. So you guys never see Asians out there protesting. You never see them out there voting in large numbers, right? All of a sudden, Asians are saying they're being attacked. And even the footage that we saw, a lot of the footage was suspect. A lot of people poked holes in it and said a lot of that was lies and inaccurate. And the times that they were attacked, we found out that in most cases, it was white people that were attacking them, right? But they blamed it on us. Why did they blame it on us? I told you on black media, baby. I told you they're blaming it on black people, even though the footage shows the few times they were attacked was from white people. They blame it on us because they plan on going to white politicians to get a bag and to get laws to protect them. And I told you that because they're trying to appeal to white people, they wanted white people, white politicians to know we're not going to blame you. We'll put the blame on black people. That will give you guys cover, both the Republicans and Democrats. Y'all know the Republicans especially don't do nothing for nobody. But the Republicans, even overwhelmingly, that tells you they see this group as beneficial to even the most racist, factions of our society. Their community knew the way we're going to get this bag and the way we're going to get additional legal protections that's going to serve to benefit us ultimately in some way against Black people, do what everybody else does. Blame Black people. Some of them plotted in the Asian community. We can't go all out hard on white supremacy because we're going to be going to white politicians to demand that they give us a bag. So we got to be wise about it. I told y'all that. And when these bills start to be proposed, when y'all start hearing stuff from the White House, where they said we finna start looking at doing something, giving millions of dollars to them, I told y'all. What was the two main reasons I told y'all why they were blaming it on us? Both of them had to do with economics. But why? The first one was what? Over the past few years, many in the Asian community have been feeling the weight of Black boycotts of their nail salons and their Asian businesses. Because we in Black media, especially, and in some mainstream outlets, every now and then, they've been picking up stories we've been telling from the Black grassroots, where we've been exposing how Asians have been attacking, killing us. So we've been shutting down their stores, right? So many in the Asian communities feared that this might become the norm. So they were feeling us giving them the pain before the pandemic. Watch this. Because it's more Black people that patronize their Chinese restaurants in some places. Because we patronize disproportionately their nail shops. Because we patronize their beauty salons, beauty supply stores. Because we patronize disproportionately their gas stations. They lost a lot of money during the pandemic. That was coming from us. So in part, this is retaliation. And in part, this is a way for them to recover some of their bags. Some of y'all don't know how politics works. I was an activist that was out there on the front lines with a placard in my hands, screaming, no justice, no peace. I was brought in on a number of occasions where I met with a white Republican prosecutor in Colorado who made it clear that some of the work I was doing, they were happy to get involved in, but I needed to stir up the people on the ground even more. That would give that white Republican former prosecutor in one of the big counties here cover to go after that particular entity. See, some of y'all didn't know that. And it's fine to do it like that when it's about what's right. And I was doing and exposing stuff that was the right thing to do to expose. I'm just trying to let y'all know this how it works. And I'm trying to let you guys know that folks in the AAPI community, some of them knew exactly what they were doing. And so because Asians are like the second highest, I'll put it like this. In some circles, members of the Asian community are like given a white supremacist sort of tag, an honorary white people's tag. That's the reason why you found consensus and bipartisanship from both Republican and Democrats on this bill that they passed in both houses of Congress. Family, this is treason. And I'm going to need every single one of you to give everybody you can think of in the Congressional Black Caucus. Al Sharpton, Joy Reid, Don Lemon, all of them people. Watch this. Did you all know today they had a hearing in reference to getting some form of reparations from the government, from some of the survivors, and because of the Oklahoma riots? Did y'all know that? They're doing that because they're hearing us tell the Democrats we're going to make them pay. Let me tell y'all something. You better tell all your family and friends and loved ones all over this country that don't listen to the Vicki Show. Send them this link. Have Sunday dinner with them. And you all start talking to them and telling them, yeah, Tulsa, they had a hearing today. Why did they have their hearing today? They're trying to appease us because we are calling the Democrats and all of your black sellout bootlegs traitors. We're calling them enemies because they pushed this through for these other communities before they did a darn thing for us. Yes, whoever put there was a 107-year-old survivor there, yes, you're right. I think she was one of 3 survivors that still exist, that still is alive. Family, those are just hearings. They didn't do no hearings for the Asian community. They got this bill passed. It's been passed. It's already passed. They're getting ready to get it signed. It's headed to Joe Biden's desk in breakneck speed. This is traitorous. And you all better tag any and everybody you can think of, send them this link and tell them that because they pushed this before us, tell them they never considered all these Asians that were killing us and assaulting us as hate crimes against black people. They didn't pass no bill to protect us from them. And most importantly, all of racist white America. You guys can't even pass the lynching bill. You can't even pass the bill, the H.R. 40, to study reparations. You can't even pass the George Floyd Act, and he was murdered almost the exact time of the pandemic. Didn't I tell y'all, y'all got tricked? Didn't I tell everybody that why everybody's out here getting excited about this one victory conviction for George Floyd? And we're grateful for that, even though we don't know what the sentencing is yet. But while we were sitting out here, all on a high, the Asians was working behind the scenes. No demonstrations, no picketing, no voting. Getting big, fat, juicy bills passed overwhelmingly from not just the Democrats, but Republicans. They despise us. When our elders, our ancestors told us that black family, we don't have no friends. We don't have no friends. No disrespect to Tamika. Tamika's book that Cardi B co-forwarded. Her books, she said that her book has to do with telling other people groups, using other people groups as accomplices. She said not allies, but accomplices in our fight. That's a waste of time, in my opinion, to be sitting up here asking white people and other people groups, please come be our allies. Why am I saying that? Because our ancestors told us we don't have no friends. Y'all better contact everybody you know, and you better let every Democrat you can think of know that we're going to make them pay. You better scare the Democrats to death, and you all that was scared to death trying to save the Democratic Party and voted for Joe Biden, even though you all knew he wasn't going to do nothing, you better resist the urge to have a relapse, an Aunt Jemima raccoon relapse and make them pay. We need to start putting our hashtag out there about make Dems pay. Instead of saying make them pay, make Dems, DEMS, short for Democrats. Make Dems pay. Send them the link to this show. Start posting stuff about how Joe Biden better not sign that bill, even though we know he definitely plans on doing it. You all link every black person that you can think of, and let them know this is traitorous and that we're going to make them pay. Don't forget, they barely won the White House. Now, later they keep talking about how they won about 7 million votes. All that I'm saying, it shouldn't have been nowhere near close. They were scared to death about how many black folks was actually going to show up. We need to make sure that we don't just scare them. We need to make sure we enforce what we say. And we need to tell them this is traitorous and we're going to make them pay. No voting. Shout out to black media. We told y'all they were going to do this. We told y'all they were going to do this. They thumbed their nose at us, spit in our face, stabbed us in the back. As soon as Joe Biden got his funny looking self in the Oval Office, he started signing executive orders for the LGBTQ community. He was doing stuff for the trans kids. He was doing stuff for the Asians, immigrants. He used executive power, y'all, to give tangibles, legal protections to illegals, people who broke federal law. Joe Biden used his executive power to help them and not us. And in addition to that, that's right, we can do our own enforcement by sucking up, by economic boycotts of as many Asian shops as possible. That's why I told some of you sisters, I know for some places it's difficult to find products and services. I'm not going to beat you up about that. Do what you got to do in the meantime. But I'm saying, sis, let's get our plans. Brothers, you help your women get a plan. If you all know someone that's in your area that has good business, share that. Make it public. So in addition to us really making them pay, electorally, politically pay, that's what I'm referring to. Obviously, let's clear that up. But also, we need to make folk in the Asian community who kill us, who assault us, who disrespects the black woman, we need to stay out of their stores. I know a lot of times some of us get so mad because we see another story where another black woman was attacked. And yes, it's unfortunate that people are still patronizing these places. But family, everybody don't know what you know. Everybody doesn't know who Vicki Dillard is or other members of the black media. It's your job, too, to be the legs. It's your job, too, to put folks on and let them know, do you watch the Vicki show? Do you know who FlyNubianQueenTV.com? Fly Nubian Queen, yeah. You look at them like they crazy. Say, if you know who Fox News is and MSNBC and CNN, what's wrong with you that you don't know who Vicki Dillard is? See, that's on you all to do. We normalize stuff. Put them on to other folk that's in black media that gives good information. So make your plans, family, to start to boycott and stay out of their places. Don't beat up on a sister family if she hasn't gotten it together yet. Some of you people out here, you still shopping at the same white supremacist furniture stores, grocery stores, gas stations, and everything else you get, but you want to dog the black woman. No, bruh, you help her find another place. I'm saying if you get your plan together and start now, when it's time for us to hit real strong and everybody join in together, we'll have a greater impact. So make your plans now is what I'm telling you. A lot of stuff during the pandemic, we had to get online anyway. So in some ways, you can do some stuff that way too. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. For those of you that's tuning in, my name is Vicki Dillard. I'm here live on FlyNubianQueenTV.com weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm almost finished, but I want to remind you all of something here. Don't forget this. Don't forget this. By the way, family, we have a store at shopfnq.com. That's shopfnq.com. Watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. I was disgusted when I was preparing for today's show.
This is a really tough subject. There's real animosity between blacks and Asians, and that is rarely talked about. This is a fight, people wishing harm on my own children. This is life and death at this point. Black people...
Watch this.
Hate is hate. It's not hate. Most of my friends feel like, I don't care.
For black people to be demonizing Asian brothers and sisters with the Wuhan flu.
Did you hear that? I tweeted Michael Eric Dyson before I came on the show. I don't know if he responded or not. He probably ain't studying me. But I did tweet Michael Eric Dyson. And I said to him, Michael Eric Dyson, I said, did I just see you on the Red Table Talk talking about black folk demonizing Asian Americans? I told him I hope I misunderstood him.
Between blacks and Asians, and that is rarely talked about.
Listen.
This is a fight, people wishing harm on my own children. This is life and death at this point.
Girl, stop.
Black people have a right to feel hurt.
Listen.
Hate is hate. It's not hate. Most of my friends feel like, I don't care.
For black people to be demonizing Asian brothers and sisters with the Wuhan flu.
Did I hear that right? Did y'all hear Michael Eric Dyson say something about for black Americans to be demonizing Asian Americans with the Wuhan? Because I haven't seen the whole show, I'm not sure the full context of it. But that's why I tweeted Michael Eric Dyson. So I'm going to wait till the show comes out. But I'm just giving you bones and biscuits a warning that you better stand down. Shut up and let everybody else fight for themselves while we being stabbed and shot at. Again, I need to watch the rest of the show so I can see the context of what he said. But I'm giving a warning to those of you bones and biscuits that having white zaddy withdrawals that want to cape for white people all the time. Shut up. And y'all sitting up here talking about, I can't stand y'all up here talking about the animosity between blacks and Asians. What are you talking about? Black people are the most loving people. No other group runs around after almost 500 years amongst their tormentors and don't take them all out. Black people are, we don't threaten nobody. We don't hurt nobody. We forgive everybody and people we ain't got no business forgiving. Any so-called animosity has to do with the direct violence and murder and exploitation from their communities on us. We give more support to these people. We're the ones that keep their businesses going and they turn on us. Couple more minutes. I got to go because I got to get ready for my course in a few minutes. Watch this. I got to say this part. How many of you all remember Latasha Harlings? Y'all know I talk about her all the time. I'm going to never let us forget. Our sister Latasha Harlings. Latasha Harlings. Latasha Harlings. Like this article talks about, before there was a George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, there was a Latasha Harlings. Latasha was a 15-year-old girl shot, who was shot in the back of the head by a Korean shop owner in 1991 in Los Angeles. It talks about how her death struck a chord in the black community, contributing to protests and civil unrest in 1992, in the 1992 LA riots. Shot in the back of the head by this Korean anti-black terrorist. And guess what? That lady didn't do one day in prison. Who is Peter Liang, family? Who is Peter Liang, family? Congress hadn't passed one bill to protect us from these anti-black predators who kill us and assault us. Who is Peter Liang, family? In the case of our dear brother, I'm pulling it up, Akai Gurley. I'm getting ready to go. I'm just reminding you all of a few receipts. Talk black to me, somebody. NBC News article. That's him in court. Peter Liang won't see jail time as manslaughter charge reduced. What most folks don't know about Peter Liang, the Asian that murdered our brother, Akai Gurley, and got off scot-free, they found him guilty. But that's why we tell y'all don't get excited for no conviction, because that killer didn't do one day in jail, or one day in prison. What most folks don't know, y'all know if you watch the Vicki show, especially my day ones, y'all know I gave you all the receipts, didn't I? Y'all know I talked about this before it was popular, didn't I? Most folks don't know. I'm getting ready to go. This was the judge in the Peter Liang's case. This was an Asian judge that let him do community service and not one day in prison. Backed him, said that he didn't have murder in his heart. He did not intentionally kill that brother. But what most folks don't know, unless you watched the Vicki show for a long time, I did a whole show on this fool. This Asian judge is also the Asian judge that threw the book at a black litigant for something similar. Threw the book at a black brother. This same Asian judge, he let his Asian buddy off scot-free. Now, I need to correct the record. I need to correct the record right now. I need to ask for y'all's forgiveness. Y'all know if I get some facts wrong, I correct the record, right? And I got to go after this. I literally have to after this. Don't go nowhere yet. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard, VICKIX Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Follow me on my Facebook fan page at Vicki Dillard. I didn't tell it. I misstated some facts. Remember how I said the Asian community don't do any protesting and demonstrations? Forgive me. They did a protest and demonstration to protect this anti-black terrorist killer. When they showed up in droves, look what their sign said: to protect this killer. Look what the sign says. So forgive me for saying they don't do protest. They did want to protect their killers. Not just that picture. Here's another one. Did y'all read the signs? They showed up in droves to protect that killer. I've already given us our marching orders, family. Get on it. I gotta go. Love you to pieces. I bow to you. You all are my bliss. I gotta get ready for the clubvicki.com. Join me today at clubvicki.com. Sign up. You still have time to get in today. Clubvicki.com for $1. I love you to pieces. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I want to see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Share, share, share this broadcast. Mwah.